Yeah, and if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty box, because this is the loud spot. Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme, right out of Oklahoma City. We are joined today by two ladies from the band Soraia. We got Zuzu and Brianna. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
And we have the very talented, fantastic Weird Wolf, Ava Gore. What's up, Ava?
Not much.
And Sam is in the background tonight.
Hello.
Doing all of our video stuff for us and all kinds of things. Sam does all kinds of stuff for us, so we don't thank him enough. So thank you, Sam, for that. All right, Soraia, I got a question. How long has the band been around? I do got to say congratulations to your website that is actually updated, unlike a lot of bands today. But I could not find that information about when you guys started.
I started singing back in 2002, and then the initial incarnation of the band started many years ago. But I'd say what we are today is about 4.5 years. So, but you know, I'd say since 2009, 2010, we've been an active band. But the members have changed. The one guy stayed with me the whole time, so my co-writer has always been with me. So, but I definitely say about 2014, 2016.
I saw on the website it said the rebirth. Did the band take a hiatus for a little bit and kind of come back, or is that just talking about your style of music in general?
I think we just constantly are always changing. So, I mean, just as people, as musicians, like, you know what I mean? The song was pretty much the same. It's rock, but like the rebirth, I think it's just the idea of like, you're always kind of becoming something else. For me in particular, it's like, I definitely feel that way.
Okay, and Zuzu, you are the singer for Soraia.
Yes. Yep.
Does anyone like? Is there a specific time where somebody screwed up the band name, like during an interview?
Sorry. All the time. My whole goal is to get so big that everybody says the name correctly, like internationally. That's how big we want to be. So, but yeah, I've heard like Soraia, Serena, psoriasis, ha ha ha. I get that a lot, and I'm like, yeah, I've only heard it 30,000 times. The first time, you know, but you know, it's different enough. But you nailed it.
Yeah.
When I saw the name, I don't know, Ava, when you saw the interview tonight, did you say Soraia or did you think? And don't lie about it.
Oh no, I definitely said Soraia.
Nice.
I can't see it as anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You have some big shows coming up. I looked. Looks like you guys are going to Europe. Is that right?
Yes, Sweden. We actually just rescheduled. It was rescheduled. This is the third or fourth time we rescheduled because it originally was for last April or June. It was for June, and then they changed it to October of 2020, and then we changed it to April of 2020. So this is the fourth time. We just changed it to October again. So it looks like we're going in the fall to Sweden. Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
Well, going to Europe is awesome.
Yeah, Ava goes to Europe all the time, right?
I was born in England. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were born there.
That's awesome. Did you grow up there? Sorry.
No. I moved when I was 5, so I don't really have an English accent.
Could have fooled me. Just kidding. So during COVID, you guys were able to come out with this new song. Tight-lipped.
Mm-hmm.
Tight-lipped. And were you guys able to? I guess the band was able to write this song during shutdown, right?
We actually wrote it last January 2020 because we had a record coming out March 13th of that year, and we always are behind. So we're like, we're going to make the single now. And we wrote the single then, and then we were already on tour when COVID hit, and we came home. We're like, well, let's demo that single and see if the label wants to, release it. And then, everything was shut down, so we couldn't get in the studio till September. But yeah, we had actually written this before, but we've written almost a whole album of songs that I'm happy with. We've written a lot, but like we're almost done an album now too.
What? Go ahead, Ava.
I was just gonna ask what Tight Lipped is about. It's a pretty awesome song, and I love the lyrics.
Thank you.
Seems like you're.
Yeah, definitely the lyrics came from, I was sitting here, and a lot of times when I start writing, I just have to read a lot. And I've never been a big Shakespeare fan, but I kept hearing the name Ophelia. So I finally looked it up, and I was reading some Hamlet stuff, and I'm like, she drowned herself at the end? That is not okay with me. So I just used that theme of this ever-evolving character and related it to a personal story that I'd gone through, which was always kind of being politely saying, no, or yeah, that's good enough. And like kind of this feeling that you should be grateful for what you get. I grew up with that a lot. And I've asked for less than what I've wanted for that, because I thought wanting too much is looked at as ugly sometimes too. And it's kind of just the transformation of being like, I want what I want, and that's okay. Like, you know, and starting to open my mouth. So I used this character of Ophelia, who had this tragic, like, killed herself at the end, drowned herself at the end of this Shakespearean play because this guy went crazy. And so I was like, okay, my life isn't dependent on other people. And so I took it as a theme for like, just rebirthing yourself, like all the time, like growing and learning to say no, or learning to say, you know, no, that's cool. Thanks for that. But I want more, or I'd rather wait for this kind of thing. So they're always autobiographical in some way, but I feel like I try to write stuff that I feel other people can relate to.
That's deep. That is deep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's some intense stuff going on in this person. Trust me.
I asked the band one time, "What's your song about?" They're like, "Smoking weed, man."
I mean, that's not what it's about.
Some people have deep meanings, you know, and you know, I can't really like as a songwriter. It always amazes me how people can come up with lyrics. Because I cannot, and I catch myself using a thesaurus on every other word. I'm like, what's another word for this? What's another word for that?
No, I do the same. I mean, like you sometimes you come up with this great line, and then you're like, I don't know what I want to say about that at all, but it's a really cool line. It sings well, and I insist on using it. So then I'll all of a sudden look up a word that rhymes with it. I'm like, that's terrible. It's awful. Like, and I always figure it out when I'm driving like 3 days later. And I'm like, that's the line. You know what I mean? A lot of times I get a line from hearing a line wrong in a song. Like, I think the last album, probably 2 or 3 songs were built around lines that I heard incorrectly in other songs that I was like, that's a great line. That's not what they said. So I'm taking it. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, you hear it wrong. And so you use it. That's funny. You know what? If I was a songwriter, like a lyricist, I'd probably do the same thing. You know?
Yeah.
I would absolutely do that. Let's check out. Now, this song is your newest single. Now, I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. We'll see. Trivia. When did this song come out? March 13th?
Nope.
Oh!
That's when our album came out, though.
Okay, close enough.
Our album came out March 13th of last year, but this single released January 8th of this year.
Oh, so the album released March 13th last year.
Our last album, yeah.
Okay.
So we've already got a new single and probably another single later this year, then a new album next year.
Okay. Well, don't be too mad at me. All right. Let's play this song right now. Then we'll talk about, I like the music video. We'll talk about the music video right after we play it. Here we go.
Juice down harder, faster.
We got to give it up to Sharon, who's always commenting on all of our shows and episodes. She's super cool. She's on every time we're live. So shout out to Sharon Will Dollar. She is awesome.
Yeah, she made us laugh.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So the band is based out of Philly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, oh no, I got that wrong again. That was gonna get two wrong in a row.
No, we currently 3 of us reside in South Jersey now, but and then one still lives in Philly. And we rehearse in Philly, but we're all from Philly area. Yeah.
How did that video take a long time to shoot, or was it kind of like a 1 day thing?
2 days.
That's
2
it.
days in California with a talented team, and it was only 9 of us, and it was during COVID, and I had to fly to California and quarantine for 3 days, then get tested, then do the shoot, then quarantine again, then shoot. Then I came home. So it was it was like, it sounds like a pain in the ass, but it was actually a lot of fun because I didn't have any obligations, but I had to be there like 5 days prior for testing and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. And we did 2 days to film the narrative part and my parts in the performance. And then the band, we shot in another day back in Philly at the Underground Arts with a different filmer. So
who decides the location of the shoot?
Honestly, we've used the same producer the last 3 videos, and she finds teams every time. And this team happened to be a really they're usually working all the time, but because of COVID and restrictions, and at the time California wasn't doing too well, so
they're still not doing too well.
So we got that weekend in that everybody was free. So I always leave it up to her. She's just like, we're